Hi guys, this is kbunschoten, the founder and CEO of Certum Solutions here in North Carolina. Today we're going to go over an easy way to handle customer deposits in QuickBooks Online. You're going to need a couple things set up before we start. You're going to want to set up a special other liability account, and it's going to be called customer deposits. You also want to set up a special item called customer deposits. We'll walk through those things first before we proceed with next steps. Oops, sorry, wrong new. Go to other current liabilities, and then you're going to pick other current liabilities, and I'm going to make this upfront customer deposits. You can call it whatever you want as long as it gives you an accurate description of what the account is. Okay, now let's hit save and close, and that part's done. Keep in mind that while this is an other current liabilities account, you will want to make sure you speak to your tax preparer about how to handle this account's balance at year end. Most likely it could be seen as taxable, especially if you're cash basis, and if you're accrual basis, the IRS has different rules and has had some cases come up. I'll go ahead and put the link to those cases in the bottom in the description. But again, my advice always is I'm not a tax advisor. Make sure you speak to your tax advisor about how to handle that account. So all that out of the way. Now we're going to set up our item, say all lists, and then products and services. And then we're going to do new again, and I'm going to call this a customer deposit. Okay. The income account is a bit of a misnomer because in this situation, we're actually going to loop it into the account we just set up, which is in our other current liabilities account. There we go. And I'm going to mark this non-taxable. Save and close. Okay, so we've set up the two items that are critical to this process. Let's go ahead and see it in action. Let's hit new and hit invoice. And let's select the customer. So we're going to pick Amy's Bird Sanctuary, and I'm going to say that Amy is hiring me for a project. I've provided her a proposal for that project from my proposal software, and she is now giving me the deposit for that project. I'm going to pick customer deposit, and I'm going to pretend I collected a $10,000 deposit. Now, we use PandaDoc here at Certum. Maybe you did create a quote. You can do the same thing. But if you have proposal software, you can attach that as a PDF here. You may even be able to integrate it so it self-attaches itself. So that it attaches itself, sorry. Now let's hit save and close. Now, let's pretend we finished working on the project with Amy. It was a $20,000 project. Let's get our revenue account. So I'm going to pick design. And I'm going to say it was $20,000. Now, Amy doesn't owe us $20,000. She owes us 10, right? So we're going to go ahead and apply that customer deposit we had taken earlier. Okay, now you can see the amount at the bottom changes, and we can hit save and close. Okay, now what if I have multiple customers and I'm not exactly sure what the balance is in my deposit account? There's an easy report we can pull to show that. We're going to go to our balance sheet, and this is for year to date, so I'll leave that alone. And we'll look down at other current liabilities and see that our customer deposits account is 0. But if it was not 0, you can actually do a report based on this account and group by name, and it would sum up what each person's balance was at that time in this account. You can also memorize that this report. And I'm just going to call this customer deposit report. And I'm going to save that. Okay, so that in the future, if I want to know exactly what my customers have deposit-wise, I can go in and pull it. Okay, so to do that, I'll go to Customer Reports, pull up my customer deposit report, and there we go. All right, now there is a deposit feature, or not feature, but button in the settings for QuickBooks Online. I don't like using that feature just because it's a little bit limited and you don't have control over the mapping. It's linked to undeposited funds, but don't personally use it, but you can check that out if you want. If you have any questions, just make sure you put a comment in below this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be happy to answer them on another video or reach out to us. We're here to help however we can. Thank you so much for watching, and talk to you next time.